The first step of this tutorial is to connect your wallet at app.shadeprotocol.io. Once you've connected your Kepler wallet or whatever your wallet of choice, you'll want to go ahead and bridge Atom or USDC.nbl into Shade Protocol via our bridge page. You'll also want to make sure that you have secret already sent to your secret network address for gas, such that you'll be able to perform transactions on the Shade app. You can get secret onto the Shade app via centralized exchanges, or you can leverage other dexes like Osmosis to bridge over secret into the Shade app suite. Bridging is seamless. You'll see the transfer success right there from Cosmos Hub to Secret Network. And your next step will be to navigate to the borrow page. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to short Atom. So we'll go ahead and open the borrow Atom page. We're going to select Atom as collateral, and we're going to go ahead and borrow Atom against that collateral. You will see in the table underneath that as you input your borrow amount, you'll see how much debt is added to your position, how close you are to liquidation after you borrow that amount. You'll see your LTVs get modified, and you'll even see how much borrow capacity is remaining tied to your position. Please note that ShadeX, the lending and borrowing, is cross margin. So whenever you add collateral or whenever you borrow from multiple different vaults, all of it's aggregated together into one big position, giving you lots of flexibility. We're going to go ahead and approve this transaction to deposit Atom and to borrow the Atom. And once this transaction is complete, which it is right there in a moment, let's see here, deposit and borrow success. Now we have Atom that you've borrowed in your wallet, and you can do with it whatever you want. You can look at your loan after you've borrowed by navigating to the manage page. You'll see your lists of debts that you've borrowed against your position, as well as various different collaterals that you've deposited. So you can see the Atom that we deposited there, and also that Atom that we borrowed. If you ever want to be able to withdraw your collateral, you'll of course have to come back and repay your debt, which you can do so on the repay tab right there. So separate from re-interacting with your position, we're going to go ahead and navigate to the swap page. And right here, if you were going to short Atom, the Atom you just borrowed, what you would do is you go ahead and trade it for a stable coin. So we're going to be selling this 45 Atom for the Silk stablecoin right here, perform our swap. Transactions on the Shade app take roughly 6 to 8 seconds, so if it's not instantaneous, don't worry. Please note that these are all encrypted and privacy-preserving transactions, so if people go on a block explorer, they're not going to be able to know what you're doing in terms of shorting. So swap success, you've swapped your Atom for a stablecoin, in this case Silk. And what you would do is on like a CoinGecko chart like I pulled up here, you'd want to wait for the price of Atom to drop from the price point that you sold the Atom from, and then you'd want to rebuy your Atom on the swap page. And that is how you would realize your profits, pay off the debt, and you're able to keep the spread between the two. Now in this scenario, I'm actually going to swap the stablecoin back to Atom to show you guys what it looks like to fully repay your position and actually borrow a different asset. We're going to be borrowing a stablecoin shortly, just to show you what it would mean to go long on Atom instead of to short Atom. So we swapped back to Atom. We're going back to the borrow page with all of our different lovely vaults here. Go ahead and select that Atom vault. You could also do this from the manage page, which is actually what I'm going to do here. So go ahead and select Atom, and we're going to repay that 44 Atom there, and you can see how your debt drops from that large over $100 amount down to something very small, and you can see your LTV dropping all the way down to 0.57% from that very high 53%. So your likelihood of liquidation is very, very small. Go ahead and successfully repay. Now we're in a position, because we've lowered our LTV, to now go borrow something else instead. So we're not even going to deposit any more collateral. We've already had, because this cross margin, you've already deposited all of that Atom. So we're going to select, we want to borrow, I don't know, somewhere around 180 USDC. I will go 185 USDC, and you'll see here those arrows telling you how your LTV is being updated in relation to debt. I want to be conservative here. I feel like 180 is pretty bold, so we're actually going to choose 150 USDC.nbl instead. And now, just like that, you click the borrow button. You've already deposited your collateral from last time. You also, of course, could have withdrawn your Atom collateral as well, but in this case we just repaid back that Atom debt that we accrued. So now we have borrowed USDC Noble, and so if you wanted to go long on Atom, also right here you'll see how the daily interest accrued against your borrow position. In this case, only 4 cents a day. So as long as I can outpace 4 cents of interest a day with this trade, I'm going to be in the green. So go ahead and select your USDC Noble on the swap page. Go ahead and select Atom. And this is how you would go long Atom. You would literally buy Atom with your borrowed stablecoins using your Atom as collateral, and then whenever you want to realize the upside of your position, you would just swap back your Atom back for stable coins. So the Shade app, because the borrowing is 1 click away from the swap interface, it's extremely easy for you to seamlessly go in and out of these various different long and short positions, however you really want to financially express yourself. Additionally, if you were going long, let's say you swapped for Atom with those stable coins you borrowed, you can actually deposit your Atom into the Lend product and start earning 8.8% in yield in the form of Atom, as well as additional Shade rewards. You also could use that Atom that you borrowed to deposit into something like our special ST Atom pools on ShadeSwap, and you can start to earn trade fees as well as LP staking rewards. So lots of different ways to do this. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and be sure to go to app.shadeprotocol.io.